Hey,
Hey, all right. I've got a ton of stuff.
I can't wait.
So I'm just gonna jump into it.
Okay.
So in the world of things that I thought I still don't really give a shit about at all,
Okay.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey got married. And before
Oh
they did,
yeah.
they donated a ton of money to charity, $26 million.
Oh my goodness. Where they donated to? Do you know?
That's the only thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
City Harvest in New York City, the Food Bank for New York City, New York Cares, LA Food Bank, Harvesters in Kansas, Missouri, which is also a food bank, something called The Store in Nashville, Helping Harvest in Reading, PA, Rhode Island Community Food Bank, Feeding America, which is national, ASPCA, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and
Oh
she
wow.
made a nice thank you video for them.
Really?
Really, yeah, it was funny, it was cute, I loved it.
Nice.
Grammy in the Schools, Education Through Music, Answer the Call, Musical Mentors, After School All Stars in New York, After School All Stars in Cleveland, MSK Kids, which is a pediatric cancer program at Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, um, Hassenfield Children's Hospital at NYU, and Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City.
Oh wow. It's a lot of
Yes.
donations.
So congratulations to them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a guest arriving soon.
Nice. I love a
And
good
while
guest.
while we wait, I've got something incredible to share with you.
Really?
Yep, but I'm not quite used to StreamYard yet, so it takes me a minute. Let me get it up. Sorry.
It's okay.
Is it up?
Yeah. Wow.
Mount Etna is currently exploding.
Where's Mount Etna?
Mount Etna is in Italy, right?
I'm not sure.
Look
But
it
it's
up.
exploding.
Yeah.
That's insane. Oh, look at all those lava shots. Ooh.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's like cooler looking at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, look, there's a million people in the chat too watching live.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love a good volcano.
I
I'm
know.
glad I've never been in a volcano eruption. I've seen the video of Hawaii when that happened. Yeah, like the sky was on fire, basically. So don't want to deal with that, but I love the look of it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Let me get through the rest of this stuff. I will stop sharing this beautiful volcano.
Yep.
Um, oh, okay.
What's next?
Hold on. I have to watch it just for me.
Okay.
Okay. All right, you're going to get it.
Let's do it. What could it be? Oh, look at that baby. Oh.
It is a kitty coming through a model train tunnel.
How does that kitty fit in there?
I don't know,
That's
but
amazing.
it's really funny because the cat looks like it doesn't look like a cat's going to come out of it. It looks like it's a pretty convincing train tunnel.
Yeah, like it looks like a real train tunnel, and then this beautiful baby kitty ends up coming through.
Let me see what else I can get through before our special guest gets here, who is Ken, who's an expert on everything.
Yes, Ken is an expert on everything.
All right. Hold on, I got to cue this up just right.
Okay. So far, the clips have been amazing. So
I
can't
know,
wait
they're
for
so
this next
good.
one.
I'm glad we get these out of the way at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, Ken's here.
Yeah. You want me to add him? Bring him in?
Bring him in.
Ken. Ken.
Hello.
Hello. I don't see your video, Ken. I see your back.
Yeah, I'm getting that set up. Just need a couple more minutes.
You want me to give you a couple more minutes?
Hang on a second.
I'm gonna keep showing clips.
Let's do it.
Dude, I said I wanted a mullet, and this is what the barber gave me.
What?
Wait, it said some cuts don't need a crown to feel royal. Who's bold enough to bring this level?
Oh my goodness.
The comments in this are hilarious. So here we go.
There we go.
The mullet.
Look sick, my lord. Maybe they didn't hear you correctly. How many shillings did you pay for that?
Oh my goodness.
Did you specify which century you wanted the month? Tomfoolery.
That's awful.
Do you know the month? Okay, Josh, you gave you the 1-2.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That is a terrible mullet. And I don't even like mullets, but that one was particularly bad.
Is
Okay,
that even a mullet, though? I mean,
No.
I don't
No, that's why it's funny, because he asked the barber for a mullet and that's what he did.
Oh my goodness. What do you even call that?
Do you guys know
Hey.
about Neil the Seal?
I don't. I've never
Okay.
heard of Neil the Seal.
So Neil the Seal has been terrorizing an entire town for like a
Oh
while.
wait. I do know about Neil the Seal.
Ken, do you know about Neil the Seal? All right. Well, and you'll have to excuse me. I am very new to StreamYard, Ken, so I am slow with the links. Let me just make sure this is muted. Okay.
I haven't been in a StreamYard session in over a year. I don't remember any of this stuff.
It's gotten a lot different. There's a lot of stuff you can do that you couldn't do before. All right, let's see what's going on.
Ball odds.
Oh, hold on. I gotta mute it. Okay.
Well, it's Tasmania. That explains everything.
Yeah.
He just
Oh
he
my
doesn't
goodness.
he doesn't like technology or anything man-made. He just destroys it.
Look at that guy. He looks like trouble.
He's just ruining everything.
Nice.
Does he have a Patreon that I can subscribe to or something? I mean,
I know,
like
right?
Oh wow. He's
Doesn't
I
like
mean, I want to see more of this guy's work.
There are a million videos of this right now. Just Google it. Neil the Seal.
breaking and entering.
Doing the Lord's work, Neil.
Yeah.
He's just gonna block traffic.
Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't want to go near him. He seems like he's an angry dude.
Yeah, he looks serious. Look at that guy. Get it, Neil. Oh man. On the cop car too. No respect for authority, this one.
He's gonna take a nap.
It looks like they keep trying to get rid of him and he just keeps coming back.
Over 2,000 pounds. That's what my car weighs.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That guy's serious. He can do some damage if he wanted to.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see him coming near me, but
No.
he's cute. And I like that he's destroying a town.
Yeah, I like that he's terrorizing Tasmania.
Okay, so the last headline thing I saw it on X, of course.
Of course. Which we are streaming on right now.
It's Terry. Terry's famous. 4th of July Terry.
Oh,
You guys know-
Terry. Yes. Yesterday on the socials I posted, I genuinely hope Terry has fully charged his chair today.
Well, I saw a video. I didn't know if either one of you had seen Terry before, but he was in a parade this year.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, and it said whatever the quote was on it. It was great. I won't show you the clip if you've seen it. All right, we're gonna get into it. What do we want to do first, guys?
You're the master of ceremonies.
Yeah.
Do you want to do serious, funny? What do you guys want to do?
Let's do a serious one because we did some funny for a bit.
All right. So, are you guys familiar with Fraser Bohm?
No.
No.
All right. So he's an adult. He's a young adult. He lives in Southern California in the LA area. And he had a red, like 2016 red BMW sedan. He was driving it in Malibu, on that Big Sur highway that's in everything.
Yeah.
And what he claims is there was traffic, there was like a road rage thing that happened. Somebody clipped him that was like harassing him or something. He ended up hitting and killing 4 seniors at Pepperdine University, 4 sorority women.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, terrible, terrible thing that happened. But he wasn't drinking. He was on his way to a friend's like birthday party. So I think maybe had like a present in the car, or he was on his way home. They're saying he was driving really fast, and they are throwing the book at this guy. But his parents obviously have money because his lawyer is Alan Jackson, the guy that got Kevin Spacey off and got Karen Reed off.
Super lawyer.
Right. So I want to kind of look at, I have a video from Vinnie Politan, but I got to cue it up because I don't want to watch the whole thing. I just want to get to the simulation he does in this.
Yeah, let me know when it's ready.
Shout out to Vinnie Politan.
Yeah, good old Vin from Court TV. Is he still on Court TV? I know there was like a shakeup.
Yeah, he's like a partial owner in Court TV, so I don't think that they could get rid of him even if they wanted to. Not that they'd want to, but I'm sure. But they pretty much cleaned house with everybody else. Thank God. I mean, it was trash.
What about that one guy? The guy, the kind of nerdy guy?
They kept him.
Oh,
I was like, what? Of all the people? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're now no longer standing there, but there are homes on the side there. And the closer you get downtown or into Malibu, you'll see that there's structures on either side, but no sidewalks. There are no sidewalks. It's a highway, but it's a highway in an area where there are homes.
So I think he said there were structures there. Those burned in the fire, right?
No idea. That's a famous
driveway.
That's a famously dangerous curve, though, right?
Yeah, they call it Dead Man's Curve.
Yeah.
Yep.
And look at this curve. Look the speed that we're talking about here with these types of curves. We created an artificial intelligence AI animation of the area. Let's take a look at that right now as well. And you get an idea of what it's kind of like when you're driving down the Pacific Coast Highway heading into Malibu. These curves are not easy. This is a dangerous road that has...
So we don't have to watch that. I just wanted you guys to kind of see the area where we're talking about.
Right.
But if you'll notice, like, people like to go down to that beach. It's picturesque. Like, it's famous. They like to get their picture taken there, which is why those women were there. But there is no parking.
Yeah.
So they often park like really dangerously on the side of the road and get out and walk.
Yeah.
Is that what happened to this case?
Yes, that's how those girls died. So this is Alan Jackson. He is, I haven't brought it up yet. Let me get through the intro.
Yeah, Ken, Alan Jackson's like a super lawyer. He's just like, he's known as one of the best in the country.
He's amazing.
It's like I don't follow stuff like that very often. So when you said that name, I was like, "What? Isn't he a country singer?"
I know. I thought that the first time I heard his name too.
Stemming from their deaths. Local station KABC was in the courtroom last month when Bohm made his first court appearance with his new attorney, Alan Jackson.
Before the entry of a not guilty plea, which is what we expect, obviously, I would ask the court for one continuance of the arraignment. We have just been brought on the case as of the last about 48 hours.
Oh, wow.
Jackson was Aaron Reed's lead attorney in her trial earlier this year, which ended in acquittals for the murder and manslaughter charges she faced. Bohm's defense is expected to be that he was fleeing a road rage incident at the time of the wreck.
As far as another vehicle that's involved, we haven't been in.
Funds for an expert intensive defense. Here's the judge's response to that motion.
There are many defendants sitting in the county jail right now who would love me to reduce their bail so they can hire Alan Jackson or other private counsel. But that's not the way it works. Mr. Bohm cannot afford Mr. Jackson's services. He is free to find other private counsel, or he can request the appointment of the public defender if he qualifies for their services, which, despite being free, is oftentimes excellent.
Bohm's
I don't know about
request,
that.
but he is due back in court.
No shade on
Okay.
public defenders, but I mean, they're no Alan Jackson.
So Alan Jackson basically argued last week that he wants these charges dismissed because they're charging this kid with the same crime they charged Brian Kohberger with. Like
What?
they are way overcharging him. It's insane. Clearly this was an accident. They're saying it was like reckless and intentional, like it's a whole thing, but they denied it. So this kid's going to go to trial.
Oof. I'm tired of prosecutors throwing the book at people and hoping they get what they want. Did they charge him with like 13 other things too, so that they can get him on something?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know what the exact charges are, but that big one, man, that's pretty
rough. That's
crazy. All right, we're gonna do a funny one now.
rough. Okay.
Okay, so Ken, do you know of that couple that climbed the Empire State Building a couple days ago? So they climbed the Empire State Building and they get arrested, obviously, afterwards. You're
I
on
think you're
mute.
muted, Ken. Yeah.
He is.
Sorry,
It's
I'm
okay.
I'm new here.
Oh, welcome. So
Yes, I have heard of them.
okay, so I love what they did. Everybody's saying it's a crime. I don't care. I thought it was art. I thought it was beautiful. I love the sign. Dangerous, whatever. It's not my life, so I don't care.
Yeah.
They put them in jail. They don't have the engagement ring anymore. The police took it. I guess it's evidence as part of the crime. They took their cameras. They took everything. Yeah, eye roll, big eye roll. But they maybe hired a lawyer. I'm not sure. I don't
Oh, they
know who
would've had
this
to.
guy is. Well, I'm going to show you the guy representing them, and you can tell me if this is a lawyer because it says lawyer. I'm not so sure.
Falling in love, almost literally. The two daredevil climbers released from custody today after appearing in court in New York City. Angelina Nicolau and Ivan Kuznetsov now on supervised release, facing multiple charges after scaling to the very top of the Empire State Building yesterday and turning one of the most iconic landmarks into the backdrop for a marriage proposal. The lovebirds did not enter a plea today and are now expected to be back before the judge in August and outside court, while their defense attorney criticized the case for being overcharged.
As far as what I've seen, and I'm sure you've all seen, it was a message of love, all right? And, that's a nice thing. Now, but on the other hand, the law is the law, right? So we're going to deal with this case, but I will say, it's nice to have somebody wearing black masks doing a message of peace instead of a message of destruction and war.
Not a super confident fellow, right?
No,
Well,
doesn't,
go ahead.
I was gonna say he doesn't strike me as a very eloquent guy.
No, I mean he very well may be a lawyer, but he might not be the kind of lawyer that traditionally. This could be like a My Cousin Vinny scenario.
That's what I was gonna say. Like their first lawyer and My Cousin Vinny, where he's like,
Yeah,
this
guy gets traffic tickets dismissed.
Yeah,
that's what this guy does.
So we're going to go a little bit further into this. He does a full interview. You might change your mind.
Oh, really?
Joining me now is that attorney for the daredevil climbers,
I just want to point out his lovely pink headphones.
Very nice.
Oh, I'm soaking it all in. I mean, like the 300 wall outlets and sockets on the wall behind him.
The thrift store furniture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I wonder if
What
it's
is
a
that?
virtual background.
Is that is he in a dorm room?
No. If that's a virtual background, fire the guy, because you could do, if that's what you go. Aha! Yes. I want my grandmother's sewing room vibe.
It looks like his mom gave him all her Kohl's cash to buy a suit.
Jason Krinsky.
That's his estranged daughter's headset, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, estranged? He looks like a young guy.
Yeah.
He's only allowed supervised visits.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not be mean. All right. I'm just kidding. Be as mean as you want.
I'm sure he's a lovely man.
Jason, we all watched the climb to the Empire State Building live on TV. We were carrying it. I was carrying it here with my team for a couple hours. We saw it for ourselves. Why not plead guilty?
In a criminal case, you never want to plead guilty at the arraignment. So we entered a plea of not guilty. That's the normal course of action in a criminal case like this.
You never want to plead guilty, so we pled not guilty.
So this is a couple who has done this before. How do you convince us they won't just do it again? That's probably why the DA threw the book at them. And you still think they're overcharged?
Yes, well, it all comes down to the law, right? The law is the law, and what the law says is what the law says.
Sorry.
Now, with respect to them doing it again, that's not something that the law considers. The law considers whether they committed a criminal act, and that's what the focus needs to be here.
Okay, well, they're accused. I mean, what
She's a trooper, man.
they did was illegal. You're not supposed to climb to the top of the Empire State Building. And according to the evidence that was left behind, it shows that they did break in. There were tools that were left there. They had bought a ticket before. So we're trying to figure out, did they spend the night, overnight and then, climb up the tower when they did? I mean, this wasn't just a crime of passion.
That's a great question. Yeah, so first
I kind of think it was a crime of passion, for each other.
Right.
Foremost, on a criminal case like this, we need to get the discovery, and that's all the evidence that the state has, right? That would include body-worn cameras, videos. If they had burglary tools, then I would be surprised that they would not include that in the charges here.
I mean, they are wearing Hamburglar masks, so I don't think that you can argue if they were burgling.
My clients are charged with burglary, but I didn't hear the DA mention anything about tools at this stage, and we haven't seen any evidence of any tools yet.
I see a tool. I see evidence of a tool
it's a
right
process. So we need to see exactly what they have in discovery. Now, with respect to climbing the Empire State Building, obviously that's
wait a second.
What?
Don't the charges right now just say possession of burglars' tools?
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
And he was just like, I haven't seen any charges for burglary tools.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't checked his email and saw the update.
Yeah.
Advised. However, charging them with these crimes, reckless endangerment in the first degree and burglary in the third degree, that's definitely, over the top here. I mean, these people did not commit they did not hurt anyone, okay? They were not violent characters whatsoever. And in fact, I mean, if you look at their message, it was the message of love. And, they're not violent people whatsoever. Now, with that being said, obviously it's a concern, right? Because it's a concern for security. So what I want to see is what evidence there is with respect to how this happened.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how it happened too. Did they just leave an area open with no security? Because I know that they went from the observation deck.
Yeah, and I know there's usually a ton of security there.
I mean, I don't think they brought lock picking tools to do this. I think they were just able to make it out there.
I'm not sure if they had tools, how would they get up there? Because there's metal detectors and everything you have to go through to get to the observation deck. Last I remember, there were metal detectors.
Let's see what this award-winning attorney says about it.
and if and then if depending on that, really it would be great for all of New York if in the future that we could prevent these types of activities, because obviously for the national security and all those aspects.
Yes, and they're definitely, because look, the NYPD is strapped right now. But I just want to get back to the reckless endangerment, because God forbid, what if one of them knocked one of them off the tower? I mean,
I guess that would be their problem, right?
Right. Yeah, that's not the city's problem. Well, if they fell and they hit the ground, they could hurt somebody else.
Yeah, true.
That's reckless endangerment.
Well, there's actually many different forms of reckless endangerment. Here, they're charging reckless endangerment in the first degree, which is very severe. Now, reckless endangerment in the first degree, that requires an individual to act with depraved indifference to human life.
Is he looking in his legal textbook?
Yeah.
Really is it in front of him?
He's got
on top of it's on top of his keyboard.
Yikes.
And recklessly engage in conduct that creates a grave risk of death to another person. The climbers here, they are elite athletes.
Oh.
They are.
If you look at the wind speeds yesterday, they were 5 to 6 miles per hour, which is very, very low and would minimize a lot of the risk. Obviously, what climbing the Empire State Building is not a good act, but charging them with these crimes, burglary in the third, that requires showing an unlawful entry or remaining knowledge that the entry or
unlawful entry, like entering a door that says "Do not enter."
Yeah,
it has a security guard in front of it.
Yeah,
remaining unlawful and intent to commit any crime inside.
How do you think they distracted this security guy? Do you think they threw a meatball hoagie? They just had a meatball hoagie. They just chucked it and he ran after it, and then they snuck in.
Chopped cheese. They gave him a chopped cheese, and he just
went the building. Well, we need to see what is the crime that they committed inside the building. We need to see that.
Okay, let me get back to reckless endangerment, because what if one of them slipped and fell and landed on someone down on the observation deck or down on the sidewalk? Oh my God, Jason, they could have killed somebody.
So with respect to that, obviously we never want that. We always want New York to be safe, right? However, my clients, they are extreme climbers, extreme athletes, all right? And this was a message of love.
All right, back to love.
He didn't even answer the question.
No. He doesn't seem to have a cohesive legal argument together for their defense, and that worries me about their defense.
Hey, do you guys still think he's an attorney?
I looked him up.
Oh, really?
I looked him up while the clip was playing, and he is apparently a real lawyer, and he has practice areas that include all sorts of things. He's an honest lawyer.
What are his practice areas? I'm curious.
Oh, let's see. We've got assault, child endangerment, domestic violence, drugs, DUI, excessive force, false arrest, firearms, New York City arrangement, New York City desk appearance ticket.
Maybe
New York
that's his
City.
problem. He's just spreading it out too much. He needs to rein in and do one or two things well.
Yeah.
It's like a restaurant with too big of a menu.
Post-conviction relief, theft, violent felony, white-collar crime. He's like a third-generation lawyer, apparently. So
he learned by osmosis. His family just paid for his law school.
Let's see. He's probably gonna have a Wix website. Let's see. Let's look at this website.
He has a Wix website.
No, it's WordPress. It's just a typical WordPress site.
Okay. I mean, is his website nice?
Yeah, I mean it's all right. I mean it's not terrible.
Maybe that's why they hired him. They're like,
it's a template.
Okay, so
yeah, he's real.
The real deal.
Yeah, he apparently worked for Universal Music Group at one point.
Ah, very qualified for criminal law.
Whatever this means, he's Avo's Client Choice Award for 2025, and he has gotten 5-star reviews on Google and Avo.
Nice.
So
nice.
He doesn't have any like 3 or 4-star reviews. Just all.
You know what? I haven't looked.
Or is he just saying he has gotten a 5-star review?
Yeah. That's
like not that they're all 5 stars, but just that he's received at least one.
Do we want to keep playing this guy?
No.
I got the gist of this guy. Yeah.
I mean, the rest of it's just him continuing to
Babbling.
do that.
Stumbling.
Yes. All right. So, Chris,
Yeah.
you've got some treats for us.
Ja.
Willst du noch eine Rede halten? Hand hoch. Kannst du da? Das kannst du mir gleich geben, ich ziehe mich da gleich sofort raus. Warte, ich filme das Wasser, warte. Eis hier überall. Ja, Zigarre überall rein. In der Mitte am besten da. Ja. Ich will mal gucken, nicht dass das zu hart ist. Nicht drauf? Ja. Motherfucker, fuck the fucking world and my new band is called Siskill. Oh mein Arsch.
Mein Gott!
The last thing he says, mein Arsch. Mein Arsch.
His Osh.
His Arsch.
Oh my God.
All right. So, are you guys ready to talk about MK Ultra and Jack Ruby?
Sure.
Yes.
All right, because this is wild to me. I'm just like, I started watching this this House Committee video, and I was like, I'm gonna save this. I want a real reaction because this is insane.
Opinion that Jack Ruby and Manson were assets of the intelligence agency, specifically pertaining to MK Ultra. Were they MK Ultra victims?
Yeah, theoretically, Manson, I've never been able to prove absolutely. Jack Ruby, I believe, this is something else. The Warren Commission investigation on the Warren Commission was Alan Dulles, the former CIA director, who authorized and ran MK Ultra until he was fired by President Kennedy. The liaison to the committee for the CIA, who handled the information coming from the CIA back and forth to the Warren Commission, was Richard Helms, who was a direct supervisor of Jolly West. They knew who West was. They knew that what West was capable of and what they had paid him to do and what he had reported to them that he could do, including inducing.
Why is his nameplate so big? Is it because he's old and there are old people watching? Like when you have the cards with the really big numbers on it?
Yeah, it's a Senate hearing large print edition.
Mental disorders in people. That was never disclosed to the commission as far as anyone knows. So I believe that West was put in there to keep Jack Ruby from telling his story. Thank you, Chairwoman Luna and members of the committee. It's a privilege to be here today. Almost 50 years ago, the last congressional hearings into MK Ultra took place just a short walk from here in the Dirksen Senate office building. At those hearings, convened in August and September of 1977, representatives of the CIA told Congress and the American people that its 25-year effort to control human behavior had been a colossal failure. Because I believe Congress was never told the truth about what this program actually achieved. In fact, I believe the agency misled Congress in 1977 when it characterized MK Ultra as a failure. My name is Tom O'Neill, and in 1999, I accepted a magazine assignment to write a story about murders committed by a group of hippies called the Manson family. For those unfamiliar with this horrific episode of American history, in the summer of 1969, 4 young people acting on the orders of a cult leader named Charles Manson went to the home of movie director Roman Polanski and murdered everyone they found there, including his 8.5-month pregnant wife, the actress Sharon Tate. The victims were complete strangers to their killers. The following night, Manson's followers murdered another couple in the same grisly fashion. At the time I accepted the assignment, I'd never heard of MK Ultra, and I wouldn't for another 2 years after I'd missed countless deadlines, lost the assignment, and fallen down a nightmarish rabbit hole trying to answer the question I couldn't quite shake. How had Manson, a barely literate ex-con, acquired the ability to persuade ordinary young people to murder complete strangers simply because he had told them to? The pursuit of the answer to that question led me to Dr. Louis Jolyon West, known to his friends as Jolly. West was one of the most influential psychiatrists in America. During his career, he crossed paths with some of the most controversial events of the 20th century, including the Patty Hearst kidnapping case and the aftermath of the John F. Kennedy assassination investigation. In 1977, West was one of 7 academic researchers named in a front-page New York Times story alleging that the CIA had used American universities, hospitals, and prisons as secret laboratories for experiments involving LSD and other drugs on unwitting human subjects. West vigorously denied the allegations. He acknowledged that the agency had approached him, but insisted he had refused because he said LSD was too dangerous and unpredictable to be used on humans. He added that he limited all of his research with LSD to animals. The revelations in the Times led directly to the congressional hearings held later that year. West's denials, however, were effective. He was never investigated, and his name never came up at the hearings. I'll spare you the long and tedious story of how my Manson reporting led me to West, except to say that I eventually learned that in 1967, when Manson transformed into the cult leader we are familiar with today, he and his followers were receiving free medical care at a clinic in San Francisco, where West had established a base of operations for a research project he was conducting nearby. After becoming intrigued by the allegations against West, I learned that UCLA, his last academic home, had inherited his paper following his death in 1999. Nearly 2 months and more than 200 boxes later, I found the proverbial needle in a haystack: correspondence between West and Dr. Sidney Gottlieb, the architect of MKUltra. The letters begin in 1953, just 2 months after CIA Director Allen Dulles authorized the program, and while West was stationed at the Lackland Air Force Base in San Antonio, Texas, where he was chief psychiatrist at the base hospital. In his first letter to Gottlieb, West proposed conducting experiments on unwitting human subjects, including military personnel, prisoners, and psychiatric patients at the base hospital. He then outlined the experiments themselves in 6 more pages that could have been written by Joseph Mengele. Using LSD in combination with hypnosis, West proposed inducing confusion, amnesia, and specific mental disorders in people who would remember nothing of their interaction with him afterward. He sought to develop techniques to extract true information and implant false information in unwilling subjects, and to alter the attitudes and beliefs of, quote, previously loyal individuals. In other words, to completely switch their allegiance from one group or leader to another. But it was another sentence at the end of that letter that stopped me cold. These experiments, he wrote, must eventually be put to test in practical trials in the field. Gottlieb's response could hardly have been more enthusiastic. My good friend, he wrote, I had been wondering whether your apparent rapid and comprehensive grasp of our problems could possibly be real. You have indeed developed an admirably accurate picture of exactly what we are after. West replied that there was no more vital undertaking conceivable in these times. There was another document in West's papers that had even more significant implications. It was a 14-page report that West wrote in 1956, just 3 years after he contracted with the CIA. In the report, West described administering LSD and other drugs in conjunction with hypnosis on unwitting human subjects, and then he made a remarkable claim. He announced that he had learned how to replace true memories with false memories in people without their knowledge. In other words, he clarified, it has been found to be feasible to take the memory of a definite event in the life of an individual and, through hypnotic suggestion, bring about the subsequent conscious recall to the effect that this event never actually took place, but that a different fictional event actually did occur. If West's report was accurate, this was not the failure agency officials described in 1977, quite the opposite. It was, in fact, the central ambition of the MKUltra operation, the means of gaining the ability to seize the control of a person's perceptions, memories, and ultimately their behavior. But there was still one more discovery, and this time I found it in the National Security Archives at George Washington University, the official repository of the CIA's MKUltra records, which were released to Congress after the 1977 hearings. In those holdings was a different versions of West's 1956 report. The original paper had been replaced by a 4-page summary that did not exist in West files and appears to have been written by someone else. His claims about replacing memories were gone. In their place was a theoretical discussion of LSD in dissociative states. The version supplied to Congress concluded that the effects of LSD and similar drugs on dissociative states had, and I'm quoting, never been studied. Never been studied. In the original report, West discusses observations from his own experiments, including detailed descriptions of using LSD to, as he wrote, speed the induction of the hypnotic state and deepen the trance in subjects. Those passages have been removed in the report turned over to Congress. The discrepancy could not have been more stark. Nearly 50 years ago, another congressional committee believed it had been given the truth about MKUltra. It had not. In conclusion, I respectfully submit that these records, some newly available and others that remained outside the government's disclosure for decades, warrant a thorough re-examination of what the program accomplished, what Congress was told, and what may still remain hidden. I'm happy to provide the documents I've referenced today, and I've provided many additional details in my written testimony.
Just before we wrap up, is it in your expert opinion that Jack Ruby and Manson were assets of the intelligence agency specifically pertaining to MKUltra? Were they MKUltra victims?
Yeah, theoretically, Manson, I've never been able to prove absolutely. Jack Ruby, I believe, this is something else. The Warren Commission investigation on the Warren Commission was Alan Dulles, the former CIA director, who authorized and ran MKUltra until he was fired by President Kennedy. The liaison to the committee for the CIA, who handled the information coming from the CIA back and forth to the Warren Commission, was Richard Helms, who was a direct supervisor of Jolly West. They knew who West was. They knew that what West was capable of and what they had paid him to do and what he had reported to them that he could do, including inducing mental disorders in people. That was never disclosed to the commission as far as anyone knows. So I believe that West was put in there to keep Jack Ruby from telling his story.
Wow. In closing, I just want to thank you all for being here today. And we will be following up, Dr. Kinzer, on your request to fully redact. I'll be following personally with the director of the CIA, the MKUltra files that we do have. Also, as I noted earlier, there will be more that will be declassified, specifically pertaining to newly found records that were located in what we were discussing earlier. I did also want to just state that for the record, in regards to what statements were made earlier regarding the German government, we will also be following up on that. If there are indeed people that were victims of this that have been buried, we would like to know who those people are and who their families are as well, in order to correct the historical wrongdoings of this government. Without further ado, I would like to state that all members have 5 legislative days within to submit materials and additional.
Interesting.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about Charles Manson being involved in this.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, there's no proof of it, though. It's just speculation based off of behavior.
Right. Okay. Oh, do they think he was like a test subject in the experiment, and that's what fueled his like mental?
That's kind of what I think, or his family were, because there's the ones that had to do that did the deeds.
Yeah.
He just talked them into doing it.
Oh,
but
like
I mean,
the Manson family people, like they could have been MK.
They were the ones that were brainwashed, for lack of a better term.
What I took from what he was saying was like he feels that Manson wasn't on his own intelligent enough or educated enough to know how to persuade that many people to commit murder without. None of that sounded credible to me about the Manson thing. The Jack Ruby thing, maybe more so.
I don't know anything about Jack Ruby.
And it sounded like they were taking that kind of seriously at the meeting.
I mean, there's also never been anything conclusive about this. This West guy is pretty much the only one that's ever said Jack Ruby might have been part of MKUltra. There's never been anything. I mean, and then they're drawing a conclusion based on Alan Dulles being part of the Warren Commission and also having been part of the CIA. It's just, I don't think there's anything to it. It's just like it would be cool because it's like, it plays the whole conspiracy angle with the whole JFK assassination.
Yeah.
But I just don't think there's anything to it.
Well, I'm going to go with Ken.
Yeah, I'll take Ken's word for it. And
I mean, MKUltra is real. I mean, MKUltra absolutely happened.
I'm
not trying to like gaslight that.
No. I've seen like the videos of it and stuff, but I think that you have a point with them just trying to turn this into some conspiracy to satiate the conspiracy theorist people.
Do you think it's like a distraction technique by like aliens, whatever else, like we distract the public from all the things going on that they're unhappy about by talking about something like this?
I think there's something to that. It gives everyone something else to think about for a while.
Yeah.
That lets the and again, conspiracy theory ahoy. It gives the government a chance to do stuff while they're distracting us with this.
Right.
So if whatever's in the news just is distracting us from the 10 other things they're doing.
Yeah. That's knowing the context you gave now, Ken. That strikes me as being plausible. But yeah, crazy stuff, MK Ultra.
All right, I think it's time for our horse video.
Horse video? Oh, you want to see the horse video?
Oh yeah. So Ken, we have a video of a horse that farts on a cameraman and then a dog.
Well, but the title of the video says he farts on the dog. I think he farts on the cameraman. I'll let you decide, Ken. Okay.
Oh, lovely. Please.
That's nice.
That's a nice video.
Not having any baseline to go with what a horse fart is supposed to sound like. I mean, I don't know. Of all the things I've seen today, that's certainly one of them.
Yeah.
I think he farted on the cameraman and then the dog.
Yeah. That's my take. But I think the man was embarrassed, and that's why he named the video "Horse Farts on Dog," because he didn't want to admit that he got farted on by a horse. That's my extra conspiracy on the whole thing.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to admit that if it had happened to me. I would no. I was adjacent to the fart, but not on me.
Exactly. No, it didn't get on me. I'm okay. I don't need a shower. I'm good.
No.
Do you guys know anything about the Afroman civil trial that happened a couple months ago?
I know a little bit about it. I know he absolutely clowned the police.
Yeah. You want to watch him clown the police?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Figure we'll get a little bit of funny before we talk about more conspiracy stuff. All right. So I have 2 videos, and one of them is one of the victims. I say that with quotey fingers. Lisa, who they intentionally played the entire music video that he made of her so that she would cry white lady tears in front of the jury. And yeah. Anyway, I'm going to play that one first because the song in it's banging and yeah, it's really good. And then we'll play his testimony.
Nice.
Plus, we get to hear this awesome song.
His lawyer was awesome, by the way.
His lawyer was really good. Share screen. Sorry, I'm so slow. I always forget.
Objection pertaining to Exhibit 34, just for the record.
Did you see this already, Mr. Osborne?
Your Honor, when they listed it, I did find it and take a look at it. I was never supplied a copy, but I did find a copy on YouTube.
That's where I found it.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I'm going to play this at higher speed. Oh, yeah. Oh, that guy is cool with his little guitar.
Yeah, and his Jerry curl.
Is that Cowboy Curtis?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Cowboy Curtis from Pee Wee?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's vulgar.
Like a low Lisa, eat pussy like a pizza. It's so good.
I can't believe how offended they got about this.
I mean, that's pretty vulgar. I love it.
You really don't know her. Few pockets lower. She's not too ugly. She's not too fine, but she's might find something that's bigger than mine. Lick them up. Lisa, pussy
I like the robot voice in the background that's like, eat pussy like pizza.
Oh, she doesn't like it.
Oh, boo-hoo, white lady.
I can't believe the emotional reaction she's having.
Oh, it's just for
It's
show.
not real. That shit's not real, dude. Like, I mean, she's hamming it up for the jury. That's fine. Maybe she's a little bit embarrassed, but I mean, it sounds to me in this whole trial that she disconnected the security system and then stole like $400 from him. So she's fair game.
I agree.
You guys want more music? All right. Eat pussy like pizza. Oh, boo. All right, let's get to the Afroman stuff.
Let's see his lawyer.
I don't even think this is his lawyer. I think that this is I think what I have is the prosecutor.
Oh yeah.
Or not prosecutor, sorry. This is civil court. The plaintiff's attorney. Sorry, I went full screen before I shared it in StreamYard because I'm a baby.
It's okay.
So your testimony under oath here today to these 10 jurors is that you brought the news when you picked up your money to protect you physically from being beat up or shot by the sheriffs, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they volunteered the information that the money wasn't right. That's just an extra something we found out. But I came with my attorney and the news to make sure the people running around my house with guns didn't take me into jail and do something.
You had a safe in your home, correct?
2 of them.
2 safes. Did the sheriffs look into those safes to your knowledge?
Yes, they
The
did.
deputies?
Yes.
And how did they get the combination?
I gave it to my ex-wife so the sheriffs wouldn't pull my safe out the floor, take it to the station and put something in it and try to say that whatever they put in my safe was mine. So I went ahead and gave my ex-wife, who I didn't want to give my combination to, it was just safer. I went ahead and gave her my combination so they could open up the safe and realize that they just vandalized somebody that don't even have nothing in the safe.
And do you know what was in those safes?
It was absolutely nothing in.
This guy's an idiot. He just said there wasn't anything in it.
Yeah.
Don't you keep jewelry in those safes?
No.
Didn't you tell me that in your deposition that you keep jewelry in those safes?
I do.
Was anything missing from the safes when you got home after the search?
I didn't put nothing in the safes.
Was anything missing when you got home?
Nothing was in them, so nothing was missing from the safe.
He's so confused, like, huh?
Yeah. But did you say something was missing from the safe?
He seriously asked that question like 4 times.
Yeah.
You talked to Randy Walters on the phone before you got home that evening during the search, or right afterwards, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
He told you that they were taking some money and some vape pens and a small amount of marijuana. He told you that.
Yes, sir.
They took its
Weed
face.
is legal in Ohio. Why are they taking that?
Yeah, they're not allowed to.
Plus, like, the whole reason that they busted into his house and like broke his door and stuff the way that they did is because somebody like swatted him and said that there were like women in the basement being trafficked.
Yeah, and they didn't
So,
find
like,
those women. They should have
go
left.
in, there's no women, time to go.
Right, exactly.
Instead, they like blazed in with all these guns, like looking at his lemon pound cake and then steal all his shit.
I love his glasses, by the way.
I know, they're so cool.
His whole outfit is like a vibe. I really like it, and it's very appropriate for being in court.
Well, that's why I wanted to play this, because we just had the 4th of July and it's so patriotic, right?
That's a good point. Yeah.
You knew, didn't you, Mr. Foreman, that there had been an investigation by the Claremont County Sheriff's Office into the discrepancy about the cash that was missing from your home, correct? You knew there was an investigation.
Yeah, I knew the sheriffs was investigating themselves.
That's how you saw it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And did you ever ask for a report so you could see how bad this investigation of themselves really was?
Yes, I was trying to get involved any way I can. The investigation was going on without any of my participation.
Did you ask for a copy of the report?
I did. I asked for everything. I was trying to be involved. I didn't.
So you've seen the report?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I just saw it a few minutes ago.
Well, you had an attorney when you got the cash returned, correct?
At the station?
Yes.
I had attorney. Yeah, my attorney was present.
Did your attorney ask for a copy of this report?
It wasn't in it. When I got my cash back from the station, it wasn't an investigation until we realized money was missing.
Well, did you contact your attorney and say, hey, get me a copy of that report?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. Well, Mr. Klingler wants to talk about his client's attorney-client privilege in maybe way, but Mr. Foreman does have attorney-client privilege with his attorney at that time. And we are going to assert that privilege because it's a privilege he has of right.
This judge hates him.
So far, he hasn't passed the privilege. So I can appreciate the sensitivity, overrule the objection.
That judge has to poop. He's in a bad one.
Thank you, Judge. Your testimony is you never saw a copy of Detective Robinson's report until today.
Yes, sir.
And that's because you didn't want to see a copy of the
I
investigation.
did want to see. You don't know what I want.
That's great.
I wanted everything that had something to do with my money coming.
And that was 3.5 years ago, correct? And you haven't seen a copy of that report that you wanted to see until this afternoon. Is that right?
That's right. I never had my money taken by cops. I didn't know how this goes. I don't know about reports. All I know is live on Fox 19 News, the lady admits that her department is short $400 of my money. That's all I know. I don't know how to investigate police officers taking money.
That's all you know, and that's all you know today, isn't it? That's
What?
the whole basis of your claim that your money was stolen, is that the amount of money that was in the bags is different from the amount of money that was written on the bag.
Yeah, my whole thing is they never should have raided me in the first place.
That's your whole thing.
That's my whole thing.
That's the point,
That's my whole
isn't
thing. If they never would have showed up, there would be no songs about them. I wouldn't know who they are. Their faces would not be on my video cameras. None of this, we wouldn't be in this room right now if they hadn't raided my house and didn't press no charges, didn't even know what they was doing. This whole thing is their fault, and they're suing me for their mistake.
And so you don't really care if they stole your money or not. You're just mad
I
about
do
what
care
they
about
did.
if they stole them.
But
Police officers shouldn't be stealing the civilians' money. So I do care. All of it is an outrage. This whole thing is an outrage.
You have no evidence that they took your money except for the amount on the bag isn't the same as the
How
amount.
about the lady admitting that she took?
Could you answer my?
She admitted that she took my money on live Fox 19 News. Go argue with the film clip. Go argue with her admitting that she took my money.
Nobody admitted that they took your money.
Well, whatever. Go look at her admitting that the bag is short because it stayed open all weekend long or 2 weeks after Brian and Officer Cooley just left it and just mishandled it and didn't do it right.
Just so we're honest with the jury here, Mr. Foreman, nobody admitted that they took your money, did they?
They admitted it was short.
Yes. Nobody
So, look what
admitted that
happened
they
to-
took your money. Correct?
This guy's so
It was short.
dumb.
She admitted. She told.
He
said
really
that
thinks
it was
he's got
short.
him. He's like, I'm gonna get this
Usually
guy.
it's 10, $5, $2 missing. How does $400 even come up missing? Odd.
Oh, yikes.
Yep.
He's
You
rebooting.
posted videos about Brian Newland doing hard drugs and snitching on his friend, and you posted those based on rumors, didn't you? We can look at your deposition, but before you argue with me, but isn't that a
Oh,
fact?
no, not
that you
rumors.
made
Yeah.
those allegations based on rumors you said you heard?
It's a fact. William Newland is a convicted pedophile, and Brian Newland is his brother. After I zeroed in on Brian, I asked about him. Come to find out, he's a large statutory rapist that has sex with all kind of underage girls. He buys them beers and gets them drunk and all that. That's probably the reason he had to leave the Adams County Sheriff Department, because he beats up his wife and he messes with underage girls. He had to get out of town and go get a job in Norwood.
All right. You don't want to answer my
Preach
question.
it! Preach it!
That's another one.
Well, let me ask this one again so I can get an answer.
He is answering your questions.
Remember
You
in your
just don't like the
deposition,
answers.
when I asked you, you have no reason to think these rumors about Brian Newland are true, do you? And you said, well, it's more entertaining if it's true, and I can make some money. Remember that?
No, I don't. That's a however long that deposition was. You can read the deposition and it tells you what I said.
Do we have a copy, another copy of that? Because I'll show it to you, and I can show you my copy. Refresh your recollection.
Is he going to be like, is your recollection refreshed?
It's thank you, Judge.
This guy's really annoyed.
If I can get it working here.
Your Honor, I would object to using the screen to refresh his recollection. That's publishing it to the jury. If he wants to refresh his recollection, he can show him it and then ask him a question, much how we would do in criminal law with a police report. If an officer didn't remember, we wouldn't show the report. We would show it to the officer. He would refresh his memory by reading it, and then we'd re-ask the question.
Do it that way. Just make sure you think he reads it right.
I like how the defense attorney has a pen. He clicks it when he makes a good point.
Yeah.
He's a cool attorney. I like him.
I like him. Yeah, I like.
I have to wrestle with you.
He was
I saw
on
an
Runkle,
interview.
right?
Yeah, I saw an interview with him on Runkle.
Sure.
Yeah.
So just read it. And then if we want to move it as an exhibit, you can do that.
Remember your deposition being taken, Mr. Foreman, in your attorney's office on September 3rd, 2024.
I remember the deposition.
And that deposition was taken in DJ Osborne's office?
Yes, sir.
That's the same office that you used to film that video that we saw last night with the actor playing Lieutenant Lisa Phillips. And that actor was sitting in the same chair that Lisa Phillips sat in during her deposition, wasn't she?
Yeah, the actor played Lisa because I wouldn't have known her if she hadn't came to my house and cut off my camera.
Yeah, right. That's the office we're talking about, and that's the office where I took your deposition, right?
Yes, sir.
And in that deposition, I'm referring to page 84 of the deposition. I had asked you about.
Object, he's testifying.
No, he's using his deposition to refresh his memory. He's doing it right, so sit down, please.
Whoa.
Did I ask you this question, and did you give me these
Go eat
answers,
some
Mr.
prunes.
Foreman? Question.
You'll feel
Would it be
better.
fair to say these are rumors? Answer. You know, Stephanie said it, and you know, some other people that don't remember, you know, I'd be in a hurry in Walmart or something. They shake my hand. Yeah, Brian used to do this, used to do that. Then something, I didn't know him, but this is what I've heard. Question. You don't have any particular reason to think that it's true or not true, right? Answer. Well, it's more entertaining if it is true, and I could probably make some money and capitalize on it if it's true.
What are the line numbers?
Starting with line 7 and ending with line 21. Did I ask you those questions and you give me those answers?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago. But
But that's my question.
I've always
Thank you.
put Brian Newland next to his brother. So that's my basis, and I've always
we noticed that.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
your
so-
attorney's going to be able to ask you whatever questions he wants. Right now, I'd like you to focus on my questions, Mr. Foreman. You have no evidence that Brian Newland ever molested little boys, do you?
If you look at the picture, he's holding the little boy's butt. It's too much for me.
Whoa.
So if you just use your eyeballs, and then his brother's a convicted pedophile.
That's your evidence for posting that pedophile stuff
Hey,
about
I'm just
little
trying to
boys.
figure out. I'm trying to figure out what kind of guy is kicking on my door. What kind of guy is walking around my house reading my bank statements? It's a dude. It's a dude that's possibly a pedophile, got a convicted pedophile brother, deputized by the sheriff, walking around, possibly stealing my money. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on as I zoom in with my cameras. That's not the type of guy I don't think should be on the police force.
I'm going to refer you again to your deposition. If you don't trust my reading of it, I'm happy to give it to you, Mr. Foreman. But on page 98,
He's not going to crack
of your
Afroman.
deposition,
Yeah, no.
on that same day, beginning at 9/11, did I ask you this question and did you give me this answer? And again, the only evidence, you don't have any evidence that Brian Newland is a pedophile or plays with little boys. Answer, no, sir. Did I ask you that question? Did you give me that answer?
I don't remember.
Beginning with line 11, ending with line 14 on page 98. You have no evidence that Lisa Phillips stole your money, do you?
I know if she hadn't raided my house, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Nor a lawsuit or nothing. They never should have been at my house.
Since you're not going to answer my question, I'm going to go back to your deposition again, Mr. Foreman, page 102.
I feel like he is answering his question.
Your Honor, if I may, can I just enter a continuing objection so I don't have to object every time he does the deposition?
Oh, it's too important, so please be specific. Thank you.
So I would enter a notation of objection at this point. He is now testifying for a witness. He is no longer refreshing his recollection.
I'll be sensitive to that, so you can rephrase, I'll sustain that.
Ooh, sustain.
You made the conclusion you didn't have memory, so.
God bless
gotta
you.
Go back and fix that.
All
In
right,
the
Judge, I
past.
will. Thank you. Do you remember telling me in your deposition, Mr. Foreman, that you don't have any evidence that Lisa Phillips stole your money?
Yeah, I she cut off the cameras, but I didn't know who took them. I didn't know who took them. So, for all the officers was a suspect in the first at first, because I didn't know where. After the deposition, I realized that Brian Newland was in charge of the money, and I knew where to focus everything. But at first, all the cops was a suspect, especially after they cut off my cameras, and I couldn't see what they were doing.
Yep.
All right. Well, so you don't remember? Is that what you're telling me?
I remember telling you that Lisa, probably didn't take my money, but I just didn't know. I just knew it was missing, and they cut off my cameras, so all of them were suspects until I figured it out.
So until you figured it out?
Until everybody figured it out, until it was solved of where the missing money was.
All right. So just to clear this up and move on, you admit that you don't have any evidence that Lisa Phillips stole your money?
No. But I know if she wasn't there in the first place, we wouldn't be having this conversation or be here.
Yeah.
And is it true that one of your big motivation really in making all of these posts is to make money?
To pay for the damage that they brought to my house under the circumstance that they shouldn't have even been there in the first place.
Okay. So the answer to my question is yes, your motivation was to make money.
to pay for the damages that they brought to my house under the circumstances that they shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Have you made enough yet to make up for it?
Not really.
How much have you made on it?
I don't know exactly, but it wasn't hardly $24,000.
$24,000.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that.
You're still making money on today, right? With the new posts and advertisements and things.
It's publicity.
You're still selling merchandise, aren't you?
No, publicity. Just everybody. Thanks to them bringing publicity to this, it's just an opportunity to run numbers up and be an entertainer.
I mean, that's true too, because like it's a total Streisand effect, right?
Yeah.
Like this whole lawsuit that they brought against him, if they would have just been quiet, he wouldn't have been making this much money from it. And he's entitled to make some money.
I also don't understand why cops ever turn off cameras. Like I see ICE videos of ICE doing that where they come and they cover the camera and stuff. And it's like, if you were doing the right thing, you wouldn't need to cover a camera. You'd want the camera so you could go back to it and say, "Hey, look at me doing the right thing." It's like as soon as you cover a camera, I'm with Afroman. As soon as you cover my cameras or turn them off, like you're a suspect. You did something wrong.
So the rest of this is going to be more the same. We can watch the rest of it if you want. There's only a few minutes left.
I think we got the gist. I don't.
All right.
Let it play.
Oh,
You want me to let it play?
Oh no! I mean, we can either way. No,
I'll bring it back in. We've only got like 4 minutes.
I can go either way.
Whoa!
Well, that sounded bad.
And the more just lies you tell about them, the more money you can make.
Only for one night.
Fact. They never came to my house in the first place. Fact. If they hadn't came to my house, they wouldn't have put themselves on the video camera and in my music career. All of this is their fact. All of this is their fault. And they have the audacity to sue me. These people and you are the predators and the victim at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what they did, searching your house, gave you the right to do everything you
Under the circumstance that I got freedom of speech, after they run around my house with guns and kick down my door, I got the right to kick a can in my backyard, use my freedom of speech, turn my bad times into a good time. Yes, I do. And I think I'm a sport for doing so because I don't go to their house, kick down their doors, flip them off on their surveillance cameras, then try to play the victim and sue them.
Yep.
You were at Lisa Phillips's deposition, correct?
Yes, sir.
In your lawyer's office.
Yes, sir.
Same office where you filmed part of that video last Friday.
Yes, sir.
And you saw how upset she was when she was answering your lawyer's questions about how this had affected her, right?
Yes, yes.
And you saw your attorney say, do we need to take a break?
Yes.
And you saw her say, no, let's go on and get this over with.
Yes, sir.
You saw all that.
Yes.
You knew she was upset.
Just like she knew I was upset when she was standing in front of my kids with an AR-15 with her hand around the trigger ready to shoot me. Just like she knew I was upset when she cut my cameras. But I'm not a person. She is. So I'm sorry for this victim. Let's talk about the predators.
Okay. So you saw all that. You saw how upset she was. You heard the testimony about her children. You heard the testimony.
This guy's on like
the
autopilot.
depositions about Randy Newland's daughter who came
Yeah,
home
he cannot
upset. You
adapt.
heard all that. But you're still posting stuff about
Yeah,
it.
because I understand it was Randy's fault and all of their fault for coming to my house in the first place. So if they hadn't came to my house, their children wouldn't be saying nothing. None of this would be going home if they did their research and did things right. So all of this is their fault. And now they want to sue me for their mistake.
The lawyer doesn't have a counter argument to that at all.
No.
He just keeps
Anything
going,
that
but
could change
she
your
was so
mind
upset.
What you're doing to these.
Well, they're trying to
deputies.
show
Is there
emotional
anything that can
distress.
change my mind about the fact that they shouldn't have been at my house in the first place? Is there anything that can change my mind about how my money shouldn't have been touched in the first place? No.
That's all the questions I have. Thank you.
What?
You're welcome.
He's really annoyed with Afroman. But like his argument was terrible. It was just like,
Oh yeah,
you
there was
hurt their
nothing to it.
feelings. You hurt their feelings. Like I thought he would have to prove some sort of slander or libel. Like he would have to prove that like this somehow injured them outside of just hurting their feelings.
All right, Chris, you're up.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
What do we got?
I love the mustache move.
Yeah, where he's like touching it. It's really good. I like his big crazy eyes where he's like,
he's intense, and I watched that out of admiration. I don't watch that. It's not out of jest. I think that is an incredible display, much better than what we do with our weird military parades.
I think they are joking. Maybe their military has a sense of humor.
I don't.
No, they're just intense.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like people forget that like there's a lot of showmanship in India. You know, there's the whole Bollywood culture and stuff like that. Like they know how to put on a show.
Yeah.
Are you guys familiar with the Long Island serial killer at all?
Yes, Rex Hoyerman.
Hewerman.
Not really.
I like calling him Hoyerman.
So they've been finding for years, Ken, these barrels on these really remote beaches in Long Island. And they finally figured out who did it. They arrested the guy, and he is a huge hulking man. And he has a wife who's originally from Iceland called Asa, and 2 kids. I think the oldest one, the boy, is his stepchild. Like she came with a baby. And the daughter Victoria is their child together. And he's been convicted. But while like the whole arrest and pretrial stuff and trials going on, they made a Peacock series about Asa, his wife, in their house. And I watched it. It was interesting because I was like, who the fuck would be married to this guy? And they had a therapist that their lawyer. So Asa's lawyer hired a therapist to help the family. And this therapist was really, really impressive in the Peacock series. And she went and visited Rex Hewerman and got him to admit things. And I was like, wow, what an incredible lady. So I'm not going to talk about the Long Island serial killer. I'm not that interested. I am going to talk about this awesome therapist. This is amazing because I did not see this coming. Hold on, I got to make sure I don't have a...
I'm not sure what happened with my camera.
You fell into the void.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
When you figure out how to get that to work, let me know. I can't get my camera to work with my Mac.
Ken's
at
on
all.
PC.
Yeah, I'm on a PC.
Yeah, but that EOS webcam utility is not... I've probably spent 4 hours on it. I can't get it to work.
No.
There we go.
So anyway, it turns out the therapist does not have a license. She's not even really a therapist.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
He looked at me and he goes, do you have any idea what it's like to want to kill someone?
That is Allison Winter. She's a therapist who's been working with the now convicted Gilgo Beach serial killer Rex Hewerman, his ex-wife, and their daughter. If you've already watched the documentary House of Secrets on Peacock, you've seen her. According to the show, the family waived their HIPAA privacy rights, allowing her to share intimate details of their conversations.
She is in the room when Rex Hewerman tells his wife that he, in fact, killed 8 women. She also speaks to that in the documentary, and she was also present with the family on the day of the guilty plea.
Here's the twist. Newsday has confirmed the therapist is facing her own criminal charges and potential jail time. According to these court documents, Winter is facing 18 felonies, including grand larceny and unauthorized practice of a profession. Investigators say Winter was practicing without a license between November 2018 and May 2024. She's also accused of submitting fraudulent insurance claims, allegedly for her work as a social worker, totaling $60,000.
Oh my God. She's in trouble.
It's only 60,000.
That's still a lot.
Only
Back to
60,000.
December 2018. We went to her Sayville office here on Railroad Avenue.
This is the Google image from June 2024, and you can see Allison Winter's sign.
The sign outside that used to list her practice,
it's where the giant gaping hole is,
has been taken down, but we still see her practice listed on the sign inside the building and on her office door, which was locked.
Yeah, hi, Allison. This is Grant Parpan at Newsday.
We tried the number listed for her practice and left a message. We also went to her home in East North.
Hello. Oh, that's witness intimidation.
Yeah.
But her son told us
I'm just
he
kidding.
thought she was
Well, no, because that's
At work.
Newsday, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah, it's
they-
absolutely okay.
They have a name on their microphone. If it was just like, an independent journalist, they would be thrown.
No.
You
Nuh-uh.
oh no, I'm being facetious
No,
because
I mean-
that's actually happening in the world right now.
Oh God, lovely. Well, they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, it's happening to the Long Island audit guy, and it's happening to Turtle Boy.
do anything specific to call yourself a psychotherapist?
It's a great question, and
you have to be psycho to be a psychotherapist.
You have to be one to know. You have to takes one to know one. That's the phrase.
So that one was short. I got one more though. This is fucking crazy. So I get this news alert about in Ohio, the police they arrest this guy. What the hell's his name? Let me find it. Oh no, I still have two more. I have the missing scientist. We can do that one first because this is child abuse.
Oh, let's do the missing scientist first.
All right, we'll do that one first. So
Do you know about the missing?
Yeah, Ken, do you know about this?
Well, I've heard something about missing scientists over the last year or so.
Okay, they just found a new one, and I guess this guy was going to the library with other people to do research at the library on being at two places at once.
What?
Yeah. That's what I had to play it again when I heard it. I'm like, they were researching at the library, and their research was how to be in two places at once.
That's very strange.
What? And now that guy's missing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I have a couple clips we can
You found
play
a way to
and
be
read.
no place at once.
He cracked the case.
So we got the amazing Brian Enton, who is probably my favorite reporter.
Brian Enton's great.
I love Brian Enton.
Checking out my show. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody for following along on the channel and for everybody who subscribed. I'm on the road right now. We're working on some stories. We got Mo here in the passenger seat who just made fun of my wave and the fact that I say, hey, guys. So
I like it. Hey,
don't make
guys.
fun of me, Mo. We got producer Henry behind the wheel. I've been digging in a bunch still into these missing scientists and government workers, a story that I've been covering for the last couple of months. Some of them were involved in these secret government programs, and there's definitely what appears to be some strange things involved. Some people have called it shady. They've either gone missing or been found dead. There are some really big developments with several of the cases. I interviewed LA Magazine reporter Lauren Conlon, who has been all over it. The two big ones with the biggest developments, General William McCasland and then also Melissa Casillas. And there's new police reports that are out in the Melissa Casillas case. Something that stood out to me, and you're going to hear Lauren talk about this, is the cameras did not spot Melissa Casillas' car at work the day she went missing, which seems to contradict some of the information that we've heard in the past. So I'm going to get into all the new developments. Again, a ton of new police reports. I'm getting into all of it in this episode of Brian Ensign.
So we don't have to get into all of it, but the lady, which is like really interesting, she's they found her body, but it was like a complete skeleton with no obvious signs of injury. She left her phone at home and like her purse, like her personal stuff she'd need, and her phone was factory reset. But
That's creepy.
But she packed a bag, right? And I think she was going somewhere. So she packed a curling iron. Like, why would you pack a curling iron unless you were going to do your hair? But like, leave your phone at home.
Oh, you're on mute, Ken.
She was having a psychotic episode?
All of these people are having psychotic episodes?
Well, no, I'm talking about her specifically. Because of the random acts, like leaving the cell phone behind but taking a curling iron.
And doing a factory reset on it.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
Really strange. And then the older guy who was like pretty high up there, he was like a colonel or something, but he ran this laboratory where she also worked that's gone missing. He left all his stuff at home too. He's just gone. They can't find him. He's not like dead somewhere. They have no idea. They're not finding like cameras, like where they went. They're just not finding these people. And then I'm going to play the clip though. And it's a reel, so it'll be really short. I got this morning. Let me get it to the beginning. So yeah, another lab worker.
Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out my show. Another lab worker with links to national security we're learning about has gone missing. This is an older case, but new details about it are now coming up.
Look at that
Anthony
guy.
Chavez was looking into the question.
He looks serious.
He looks very serious. I like his glasses.
I love him.
Like a beautiful tortoise shell.
They're existing in two places simultaneously when he disappeared. That's what police. That's what's in one of the police reports. The 78-year-old retired HVAC tech worker. He worked at Los Alamos National Laboratory and was reported missing.
What caught my eye?
Wait, why is an HVAC tech worker doing research?
That's what I was just about to ask.
All right, this is Looney Tunes.
This is Looney Tunes. He's like he's an air conditioner repairman. Like what research?
Yeah, and he's not researching in a lab. He's researching at the library.
No. I know a lot of people that research all sorts of wild ass stuff, and they have some of the most mundane professions.
Oh, yeah.
So sometimes just people like doing. Look at both of y'all. Y'all do deep dives in all sorts of weird ass subjects. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just,
that's true.
People just do that kind of stuff sometimes, you know.
Down the rabbit hole.
And honestly, HVAC techs, those are some smart mofos because that's some hard work. So
not putting on HVAC techs.
I'm not surprised that the guy would have a hobby like that.
I can think of one that's especially dumb, but I only know one.
Okay, well,
not
that's
throw
really
him
not
under
a
the
good
bus,
sample
probably.
size, but
Yeah, I have a sample size of one, and he's dumb.
Okay,
And
well, you know.
he's super racist. Yeah, he's awful.
No bueno.
No,
Yeah,
not cool with me.
not a fan. All right, so there's a guy. Oh wait, Chris, you're up. You got to play a clip for us first.
I say we wait till after the.
Oh, this
We'll
is
need
the
a-
last one. Get it in.
We'll need a palate cleanser. Okay, all right. You know what? This is a classic, by the way.
Ha 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 ha. Don't it? I love it too. It can do this to do that to you. Does it? It'll do that.
Back off, sir, please stop. No, get him back. Sir, step back. Okay, calm down. I'll get this ready.
How long must it go on for?
Listen, honey.
Skipper, bro. Chill out, bro. Chill out, right here with you, bro. I'm on your side. Help me, bro.
In Jesus' name. In Jesus'
In
name.
Jesus' name. That's
In
right,
Jesus'
preach,
name.
sir.
In
In Jesus'
Jesus'
name.
name.
Preach
In
over
Jesus'
this
name.
man. Preach
Jesus,
over
help
this
him.
man.
The healing power of Jesus.
The healing power.
By his
The
stripes you are
healing
healed.
by that's right.
You will be healed.
Healed.
Jesus.
Healed by
Get in this
Jesus.
demon.
That's right.
Get in the demon. Come out of him, demon.
The demon. Come out,
Go
demon. The
talk.
K2
Leave me alone.
demon.
In Jesus'
The
name.
K2 demon.
I do.
It's the K2 demon.
In Jesus' name.
We're gonna give him some medicine to calm him down, okay? Come on now!
Yes, you're all right. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you, man. I have children, 6 of them. Jesus loves you. Where are you at? Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Fuck that. Jesus loves you. Call me if you want. Jesus loves you. I fucking made a mistake. Jesus loves you. So what? Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you.
I missed my cue.
You're gonna have to get another clip of that so we see the actual exorcism on the
Yeah,
street.
That was something.
That was the K2 demon exorcism on the streets of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he starts telling him to go to the pig, the demon.
He says, "Go to the pig, demon." Yeah,
And
we
then
didn't have that part.
and then the demon goes to the pig. But it doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's nice.
It's a wild time.
All right.
That K2
So-
will do that to you. He says too. It'll do that to you.
So the police are told that this guy named Gary Siders II has been like exposing himself or something. I don't know if he's peeing outside or if he's like being inappropriate with someone. That's not known. But when they go to this guy's house on a search warrant, they find his parents live there. This guy, Gary, who's 36 years old. His parents, Gary Sr. and his wife, Christina, and this guy, Gary's wife, named Elizabeth, who's 33. And they also find 16 children ranging in ages of 1 to 18 in a 12 by 12 room. They're saying that the children have never been to school, even like the older ones. They don't know how to spell their own names. They are basically feral children living in a room filled with piss and shit. They said it was something out of a third world country. They've never seen anything like it. And this is in Ohio. It's crazy. But apparently Elizabeth, the mother of the 16 children and the wife of the guy who took his wiener out or something, I don't know what he did. She was 13 when she started seeing this guy and married to him at 15. Her mother her parents willingly married her to this family, right? And was just a baby machine. She had a few sets of twins that died. And I think she's pregnant right now. So she has been a baby machine. And if you look at some of the pictures in it, she either like shoots up with something or she has been restrained. My money's on restrained because a tourniquet wouldn't leave like an indentation hours later in a jail. And the whole thing, I'll play you guys some stuff for it, but the whole thing, I've read some stuff about it online and it's really, really fucking upsetting because everybody's like, they're all monsters. Especially Elizabeth saying that, I can't believe you did this to your kids. She has been raised by these people since she was a kid. Like,
Yeah, she has no concept of how
so
to take care of a child.
my question in all of this is the mother a victim or is she a criminal?
I'm going with victim.
Probably victim. Not knowing more details.
Yeah,
It
we don't
sounds
have a
like
lot of
she was
details
just as much a
about it
victim
yet,
as
but-
other kids.
Yeah, especially if she was taken at 13
Yeah.
and groomed into this role.
All right, so here's the local news in Ohio.
Into the latest that we're learning out of this really horrific child abuse case out of Vinton County. So this is a story that the layers of the onion just keep unraveling. This all happened in Hamden, which is just south of MacArthur, there in Vinton County. 4 people have been arrested. It's the parents and the grandparents, as we're told by the AG's office, the Attorney General's office. So all who have been arrested and now charged with 16 counts of child endangerment are Gary Jr., Gary Sr., along with Christina and Elizabeth Sider.
Look at that Elizabeth lady's eyes. Like, why are they all red? Did she get pepper sprayed? Is it from like breathing in ammonia?
That's meth.
You think
That's
that's meth?
That's cooking or heavily using meth.
I don't know. She's 33. Like, if she was doing meth, especially for a long period of time, she would look significantly older than that. That ages the shit out of you.
Nah, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah. So these are the 4 people. We believe, at least according right now to the information that we've been given by the Vinton County Sheriff's Office, the Vinton County Prosecutor, and A.G. Wilson, that Elizabeth and Gary Jr. are the parents, and then Christina and Gary Sr. are the grandparents of all of these children. We know that it didn't happen that law enforcement we now know that the law enforcement didn't get there due to anything dealing with these children.
No, they said there was a parallel investigation going on that led them to this house.
Right.
And then when they went into the house to execute the search warrant, that's when they found the 16 kids
Yeah.
in a literal 12 by 12 room. And
Right.
they believe they had been in there for 4 years. There was feces
Oh
on
my
the ground,
God.
other bacteria. A lot of these kids, they don't even know how to speak. The 18-year-old we've been told
we
can't
don't-
even write their name. Just horrible living conditions that the sheriff there said basically livestock animals have
Right,
treated
because we
them.
don't know how many, if any of them, ever went to school. We know the younger ones did not, but we don't know about the older ones.
Yeah. And from what investigators said yesterday, they moved around quite a bit to
Right.
kind of avoid, to keep hiding their kids,
Yeah,
actually.
and we, digging into kind of some of their background and looking into some of the things that we've been told by people, we know this family for a long time lived around Gallipolis down in Gallia County, right there across from West Virginia. Carla Rogner spent some time yesterday really digging into this family's history and where they've moved around to. We're going to go ahead and take a listen to what Carla kind of found out about the Siderses.
Vinton County prosecutor referred to Gary Sr. and Christina as the grandparents. Instead, Elizabeth.
All right. Look at Elizabeth's left arm.
Yeah, I see that.
Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. If you were shooting up, I don't know that you would compress it there. When you compress it above the vein that you want to shoot
That's
up
what I would think too. But like, what is that?
But if it's a restraint, it's in a weird place.
Very weird place.
the whole thing.
Like,
is
yeah.
You're gonna restrain him by the ankle, not by by the elbow.
Yeah, it's super weird.
But would not say if Elizabeth was the mother of all six.
Oh, wait, I want to go back because I just noticed something. Look at Grandma's arm. She has a bracelet on in the same place.
Yeah.
Do you see that on the opposite arm?
Yeah.
Can you see that, Ken?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it might be from something they banded her with and then took off.
As the grandparents. Instead, Elizabeth and Gary Jr. were parents, but would not say if Elizabeth was the mother of all 16 children. We learned through a marriage record from West Virginia that Gary Siders Jr. wed Elizabeth in 2008 when she was just 15 years old. That's the same year the first child was born. We looked through the family's criminal records. Aside from a few traffic issues, a DUI for Gary Sr. in 1998 was the most serious offense we could find. Authorities say the family bounced around southeastern Ohio, even Wisconsin, before landing in the Vinton County home where authorities uncovered this house of horrors.
Just almost beyond comprehension that this stuff can happen in our country and that it can happen in a house at the hands of people who are in charge of taking care of kids.
So I dug into the West Virginia records for Carla because we knew that these two
dangerously close to West Virginia.
Yeah, well, that's where they got married.
Yeah, you told me that they had to take her to West Virginia to get married because she couldn't do it in Ohio, right?
Right. So they waited until she was 15 because the boyfriend was 18. That's when he turned 18, so he could be her husband / legal guardian.
Yeah.
Yeah, really weird. Couple other odd, just a lot of odd little things that came up. But like, she has a mother who's on Facebook, and she has not made her page private, and she's not saying anything, but she's just like sharing the news. And she has two brothers that are also on social media, and they're like, they look like they have some criminal records, but they're saying all kinds of stuff. And people are just like, what the hell's going on? And like, why have you not, they didn't know she had all these kids. They haven't seen her in like 16 years.
Yeah.
They had no idea about any of this stuff.
The whole thing's strange. But I mean, it tracks from West Virginia to southeastern Ohio.
So her attorney, her being Elizabeth, her attorney does an interview, I think like yesterday, and it's interesting.
Hey, Nick, can you hear me all right?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time. I'm sure it's been a busy afternoon.
It has. A busy couple days.
Yeah, for sure. So we can just kind of jump right in. Thank you again. All right.
Recording in progress.
All right. So first off, just say and spell your first and last name for us.
It is Tommy Stolly. Tommy spelled the way you think it would be, Tommy. Stolly spelled Stolly.
And then official title.
Managing attorney.
I thought it was Stoli, like the liquor, like the vodka.
Ooh. Stolly Law Offices.
And then when it just comes to this case, you being the lawyer on this one, just what are your initial thoughts when it comes to, this case that you have at your hand right now?
Well, my initial thoughts are always for the human aspect of a case like this. Obviously, this is something that has been sensationalized a bit. The media is interested in it. People are talking about it. You see it everywhere. But there's a human component here. So that's always the first thing that I'm interested in. I want to know what the charges are, and then I start thinking about the human aspect of it, because that's the thing that's going to actually be real. Because at the end of the day, that's what we care about. So that was my initial thought moving into this, and that's sort of the thought that I went in to the jail with today to speak with Elizabeth, to try to get more of the human side of things.
Yes, so you went and you talked with Elizabeth today. Can you kind of share what you guys discussed, how she's doing?
I did. I can share to an extent. So what I will say is that I had no idea what I was walking into. I saw the same headlines everyone else did. At one point, the term pure evil was used to describe Elizabeth and the home. And at another point, there was a comment that livestock had been treated better. So I really didn't know what I was walking into. When I walked in there, I met a woman who was timid and who was exhausted. It looked like she had been crying quite a bit. She looked distraught. And she was willing to talk to me, able to talk to me, and we sat down for about an hour and a half to go through the basics of this case. Obviously, to talk about some of the legal aspects that are coming up, future hearings in court, what my role is as her attorney. And then I asked her some more personal questions. I asked her if she had seen any of the coverage that has been online for the better part of a day now. She hasn't. She does not know how the home, the conditions, the investigation is being just.
So he doesn't really say much else except, the first thing she said are, where are my kids? Are they okay? When can I see them? What do you think? Do you think she's a victim?
I do. I think she's a victim of her circumstances. Like, she was 13 when she was given to this odd family. I think we can say they're odd.
And I think we can say given, because she's a child at that point.
Right. Yeah, she didn't make a conscious choice to go live with them. And she doesn't know. I mean, our child's 12. She couldn't raise a child. And if she had no training whatsoever, or was just married off at 15, I don't know.
Could you imagine marrying like a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old off? Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'd be like over my dead body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine wanting to marry a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that's.
What do you have in common with them? Like, what are you going to talk about? But I guess that's probably not the end game in this. Like that probably wasn't the motivation.
Yeah.
So I guess Gary Jr. and his wife Elizabeth would walk to the dollar store every day and buy like bottled water and cooking alcohol, like vegetable oil, because of the high calorie content of the vegetable oil to give to the kids. Yeah.
They're just feeding them vegetable oil?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, I don't know. That's what people are saying, but people are like, why are they only buying these two things? And that's what people kind of guessed. Nobody's come out and said anything. Anyway, there's not a lot is known about this because this just happened in the last like couple of days.
Right.
I do have links to like all these social media accounts for her family members, but it's just weird. So I'm not going to bother with that.
Yeah.
But that's all I got. And yeah.
Thanks for coming on with us, Ken.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. I'll probably do this again on Wednesday. And I'll have all brand new stuff because I just get sucked in. So if you have anything good, send it to me. I want it.
All right.
Yeah.
Play that outro.
All right. We all done?